Hello there, and welcome to the 23rd episode in our Pharmacy Calculations practice series. Now, today's question comes to us from our Facebook study group, and it states that you have mixed 100 grams of 8% cream into 200 grams of 3% cream. What is the resulting concentration? Now, there's multiple ways we could solve this. I'm going to go ahead and take the approach that I think is most instructive in really helping you understand, what concentrations mean and how to break down problems into different proportions. Because if you can figure this out, you can solve most questions that you might see on the PTCE. So remember, when you're looking at percentage concentration of a solution or a semi-solid preparation, it's either going to be the number of grams per 100 ml. If it's weight per volume, it's going to be the number of grams per 100 grams if it's weight per weight, or it's going to be the number of mLs per 100 ml if it's volume per volume. In this example, what they're actually showing us is a weight per weight concentration. So an 8% cream has 8 grams of active ingredient per 100 grams of cream, and then a 3% cream is going to have 3 grams of active ingredient per 100 grams of cream. So I would start by trying to figure out what total weight of active ingredient we have in the final preparation. So if you mix 100 grams of cream into 200 grams of cream, our total weight of the cream is going to be 300 grams. And if we can figure out how many grams of active ingredient are in that, we can set up a proportion to solve for the concentration. Now for the 100 grams of 8% cream, 8% cream means we're going to have 8 grams per 100 grams. And we know that we'd solve for how many grams we have in a total of 100 grams. And this one's relatively easy because we already know we have 100 grams of cream and we already know that that's 8 grams. So for that first part, we have 8 grams of active ingredient. Now that second part is a 3% cream and we have 200 grams. So we want to figure out how many grams total we have of active ingredient in that one. So we're going to ask ourselves, how many grams of active ingredient do we have per 200 grams of cream when we have 3 grams of active ingredient per 100 grams of cream? That's what 3% cream means. If you watched our prior videos, we always solve using proportions by putting our unknown in the numerator position on the right and then putting our known ratio on the left while we keep the units in the same position. So to solve for this, we'll take 3 grams divided by 100 grams and then we cross multiply by 200. And our answer is going to be 6 grams of active ingredient. Now, we know up here we had 8 grams of active ingredient, so 6 grams plus 8 grams is going to equal 14 grams of active ingredient. And again, our total weight of cream is 300 grams. So to figure out the resulting concentration, we need to figure out how many grams of active ingredient per 100 grams of cream when we know we have 14 grams of active ingredient per 300 grams of cream. And to solve for this, we're going to take 14 divided by 300, cross multiplied by 100. And I'll bring out my trusty calculator for this part. 14 divided by 300 times 100 equals 4.6666. So we'll just round that up to 4.7. That's going to be grams per 100 grams, which means that's 4.7%. So that would be our answer. Again, I know we took a lot of steps and kind of went all the way around here, but if you can understand how to break these down and what all of these percentages and proportions mean, again, you can solve pretty much anything. If you'd like to see some more examples or maybe have some other questions about the pharmacy technician certification exam or education, reach out to us on our Facebook group listed here, or you can send us an email at info@pharmacytechscholar.com, and you can also find us on the web at pharmacytechscholar.com.